Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Coach Gary, and we're teaching a series on LinkedIn, and we're into a fourth part of a seven-part series on how do you connect on LinkedIn and how do you get people to profile your, look or view your profile. But before I go there, I want to share a couple of things with you that how did I get here? How did I learn about LinkedIn? How was I able to connect with so many people so fast and bring it to a point where I can do this in 30 minutes a day? And I only do it 5 days a week. I don't do it over the weekends. So how did I get to that point? You know, it wasn't easy. It all started about 5 years ago. And so let me tell you the story of how I got there, because I think if you understand what I put into this and what you can get out of it and the lifestyle that you can have, you're going to be more committed to the process I'm going to teach you. So it all started 5 years ago, and the crazy thing was, at that point 5 years ago, I wasn't even into an iPhone, believe it or not. And my cousin came over to my house and he had an iPhone. He started spinning it. Maybe it was 6 years, 7 years ago. I don't know. But anyway, he started spinning it and he found my cousin Sharon. He just spoke to the phone and said, "Hey, call Sharon." I go, "Whoa." I had the old, I don't know what I had at the time, the flip thing. I don't know, Motorola cell phone. And I was kind of like impressed with that, with his technology. And it caught my attention. Now, I've always been a finance guy and a network marketing guy. Those are my two careers. I was a vice president of finance at 33 years of age, and I was very successful in the corporate arena, but I also built mortgage and real estate companies, and I was a real estate trainer. So that was my background at the time. And I worked in network marketing, had a 30-year career there, with starting way back with Amway days. But here's what was funny. When I saw the technology of that, I started thinking, my gosh, that phone is going to run our lives. Everything we want to know about our life is going to be on that phone. Everything we need to order or buy is going to be on that life. Every connection is going to be on that phone. I saw it right then and there. The light went on like a light bulb. But I didn't know anything about the internet. I didn't really dabble in it. I wasn't really good at at Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or any of those things. I started reading about it, and I read this book called Renegade Marketing by Ann Sig. And I was fascinated with it because she saw the new way, the new era. And I was so excited. I called this lady. I'd never met her before, never knew who she was. And I hired her. I literally hired her as a personal coach to help me understand about digital marketing and about internet marketing, internet attraction marketing. And what I learned from her changed my life. And I'll always be appreciative of Ann. I think she was a phenomenal lady, a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal teacher, a phenomenal person. So I really just absorbed it. But at the time, a lot of it was going over my head, and through my ears. I mean, what are you talking about? And but I kept reading book after book after book. And I understood then, and boy, if I can study her techniques and build a blog site that had purpose and meaning and brought value to people, things would change. And I started reading books about copywriting with David Garfunkel. What a great author, right here in San Francisco. I read his books. I'm reading his book now, and started reading all Dan Kennedy books. And I started, Jay's books, guerrilla marketing. And all of a sudden I started really throwing myself into marketing, copywriting, and the internet. And over the last 6-7 years, I've been done. There was time I just took 2 months off to read. I'll be honest with you. I just poured myself into it. Then I was fortunate enough to have a friend that was on my radio show come along, Joe Pelayo, phenomenal person, phenomenal friend, strong Christian friend, brother of mine. But he was the top CEO recruiter in the United States. He was right at the top, recruited CEOs, CFOs of Fortune 500 companies, worked with one of the biggest corporations. And Joe hired me as a consultant to help him recruit people in the recruiting industry market. But he taught me things on LinkedIn I knew the world didn't know about. Oh my God, was this guy sharp. Taught me about the demographics, target marketing, how to find these quality people. And all of a sudden, it all came together with all these book readings and all this teaching and all these coaching I had and all the seminars I went to, target marketing, being specific, define your demographics. All of that was important. And it all came together when I was looking at all the social media platforms and studying them, writing articles on them. I wrote books on them. I just poured myself into it. The light went on like I was born again, okay? Like I found Jesus, man. I mean, it was crazy. But the truth of it is, the light went on when I saw the power of LinkedIn's robotics and algorithms, and how they really laid out a program to get you connected faster and quicker than all the other platforms out there. And I thought, oh my God, this is a gold mine. And yet nobody's using it for network marketing. So I want to preference why I'm here. And I saw an industry struggling, with the old fashioned marketing techniques, the traditional market, which they still work today. There's no question about it. I still teach a lot of them, the local market and also the warm markets. I teach very well at them. But there's a place and time for everybody. Not everybody's into the technology. But the people that are into the technology, into mobile marketing, where it's going, they're not into that. So there's a whole new market out there for you network marketing people, to find people that want residual incomes. They love recurring incomes. They want passive incomes, but they don't want to go to the house meetings. They just don't want to do that. They want to do it on the internet. And so they can build their online communities on the internet. So there's a whole gamut of people out there, a whole niche market that network marketing has yet to capture. I'm just telling you honestly, there's coaches and network marketers and affiliate marketers out there that just are not going to do the house meetings. But boy, they love the residual incomes. They love the mailbox incomes. And they love people, and they love to connect, and they love to relate. So you've got a whole market out there that it's a new era of network marketers coming up, using the real dynamics that drive network marketing. What a powerful industry, what a powerful dynamic that you could help somebody get to where they want to go and be a mentor and a leader, and people will follow you. And that's all it is, knowing something more than somebody else doesn't and helping them to get to where they want to go. That's why I keep saying, I want to show you a new way to have a new life. It just came to me this morning. I want to show people a new way to have a new life. So let me tell you this, for you guys that struggle with this, I'm not the sharpest tack in the box. I know, right? People say, hey, you're so brilliant, smart. No, I'm not. I just read a lot of books, okay? I just studied other people that were smart. I remember a guy telling me, I've been in yacht racing for a long time, and he told me I wasn't the sharpest tack in the box. And he was talking to me on the phone, didn't know he was talking to me. He thought he was talking to another buddy. And he says, hey, this guy, Gary Messeri, he's not the sharpest tack in the box. That just broke me down and hurt my feelings so bad. I got so pissed off at that. I read every book on how to sell a trim you could possibly read. I wrote articles on cell trim and understood airfoils and aerodynamics and slots and how the wind flows over the cells to get my boat to go faster. You know what? I'm so proud, because instead of running away and getting down in the dumps about, hey, this guy didn't think I was the sharpest tack in the box, and it hurt my feelings. It honestly does. Words are powerful. I learned two things from there. Never do that to people. Always motivate and help people no matter where they're at. Understand that you struggled and they struggled. Help them get through their struggles. And the crazy thing is, I'm so proud of myself. I won the Corinthian Cup. I won the Corinthian Cup in the San Francisco Bay that year. I won 6 out of 7 races. I didn't have to even talk to that guy. He couldn't even look at me in the yacht club. Okay? The dullest tack in the box won the Corinthian Cup. How cool was that? So folks, I don't care if you're struggling with this. I struggled with it. Okay, I was called the dullest tacks in the box. Okay, you can do this, but it just takes time. You got to pour into it. You got to see it like I did, and you got to take some time with it. Okay, so today we're going to get into the lesson right now, but I just want to give you that word of encouragement. This is a better way to a better life. And if you want to know the truth, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars like I did to do this. What you need to do, you can follow my blog site teachings every week and read the articles on my blog site at 30 minute, the number, okay, 30minute-millionaire.com. And it's all right there for you. So if you're broken, you're desperate, and you're down, forget it. Follow my blog postings. Go there right now and download my newest mini ebook on LinkedIn for network marketers. It's right there for you. Just start reading it, okay? I even teach you how to hire a great personal assistant like I did that in another country. And I'm sorry to say this, but I love this lady. This lady is so incredible, with a conscious and caring, and oh my God, she's gonna be with me forever, okay? So you can find the same things that I do. When you get people around, you take care of them, okay? All right, here you go. Let's go to the lesson today. It's gonna be a great lesson. All right. 7 ways to connect on LinkedIn. The profile views. How do you get people to view your profile? Very, very important that you get people, because you have to establish yourself as a person of knowledge, as a person that's an expert in their field. There are several ways to build up your profile views and have people actually connect with you. Isn't that cool that people want to call you and connect with you? And I get over 15, 20 invitations a day on LinkedIn. Now, in the beginning, did I get that? No, of course not. If I got 2 a week, I got excited, okay? So you have to start somewhere. Always remember there's a starting place. I want to be an Amazon #1 bestseller. I want to write the best book on LinkedIn that's ever been written for network marketers, and I'm going to do that. Okay, I know that my first book's going to be the toughest, okay? But I plan on writing more books. How do you become an Amazon bestseller? Well, I hired a coach and I've gone through some classes and I'm learning everything you need to do to become an Amazon bestseller. So I know that's going to happen. All right, first thing I want you to do is stop and get the most out of by reading this article on my blog site about how to build your profile. If you don't get that, there's a prerequisite to this course. So here it is right here, jot it down, go to there, okay? I don't bug you with a lot of emails. You only get 1 a week and you get a video recording and a lesson that you can actually have this stuff sent to you automatically if you don't have time and you can't get on the call at 8:30. I understand. Go ahead and let's do that now, okay? How hard can that be? How to build your LinkedIn profile. Your name, your header, your profile are important to attract people to you. They're the most important thing to do to establish your expertise and own the real estate on LinkedIn. I'm going to teach you how to own your real estate there. The key word in your real estate, it's very important for attracting people. In your name, you're allowed 100 letters. In your headline, 120 letters. In your summary, 2,000 letters. You must put the keywords in there for you, for people to find you and to connect with you and to link with you. Now, let me finish this. I'm going to share a story with you. I love to share these stories. What you say will make a difference of how people see your profile or the amount of people visiting it or visiting your profile, okay? Set a goal to be in the top 10. LinkedIn actually measures the activities and ranks you to help you get there, all right, to give you these more effective connections. So LinkedIn actually could be your best PR person if you learn how to do it. Now, here I am. I'm ranked number 9 out of 10. I've got a little ways to go yet. So I'm being honest with you. I'm working my way up. Okay. So read what I said here. Network marketing coach solves problem of sponsoring 20 quality people. That's been the problem in network marketing, sponsoring the right people, the quality people. I've been told that all the time in network marketing. It's not how many people you sponsor. It's how many successful people you sponsor to help you grow your team. Well, how can you sponsor successful people if you're broke, desperate, and struggling? You can't. So how do you get there? The way you get there, and the reason I'm making this, giving you all this valuable free information, okay, all right, and instead of you paying a fortune for it, is you study it like I did, okay? You just pour into it and it'll come around. You know, listen to me. Where are you going to be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years depends on the decisions you make today. That's all it is. I made a decision. When that guy told me I wasn't the sharpest tack in the box, he pissed me off. Okay? He really did. But you got to have the signpost to tell somebody that you got some value that you can bring to them. And I give it away free. Okay? Why do I give it away free? Call it a lost leader. Because I know people will buy my coaching programs and my other tools and that I'm selling down the road. Let's be honest. I'm going to give my book away free for the first 3 days on LinkedIn. How cool is that? So I'm going to pre-market it, get on all the blog sites, all the forums, and say, hey, free book for the first 3 days. And I'm going to really take my time. I said July, I'm going to have it done. I may not. I want to write the best book that's ever been written for network marketers, give them a better way to a better life. I'm serious. So it's going to be the best book out there. I'm going to get some of the sharpest people I know as bonus materials, okay, that help me to get where I am today, okay, and have them write them for me, all right? Probably have Joe Pulaya write me something. I hope Anseg will, but I don't know. Maybe they won't. Who knows? Okay, so here's where we're going to go with this. I want to give you an example of getting people putting out the signpost and reading it and understanding the course that you're going to help people. You know, when we race, when I was racing my 40-foot boat, okay, I raced it from San Francisco down to Santa Barbara. It was called the Coastal Cup. Oh my gosh, it was one of the toughest races ever because the waters are so bad. I mean, waves got up to 30 feet and 42 knots of wind. And I mean, my gosh, my crew was a semi-professional crew. When that happened, their adrenaline went and they were yelling Yahoo. I was down below scared to death, shaking as the boat was shaking, okay? And I owned the boat and I was the captain, all right? But these guys were doing triple waves. That's 3 waves coming at you from different directions. They were riding all 3 waves and they were yelling Yahoo, okay? But here's my point. Those courses are charted to and we use a GPS system. Gives us the coordinates for our latitude or longitude. Well, we know what's under the water. And a lot of times when you catch the wind, you have to sail inshore. And when you sail inshore, sometimes there's rocks in there. Well, not all the charts recorded all the rocks. And Gwen, we were leading this race by 200 miles. That's how far out in front we were of any other boat out there. And we weren't the biggest boat. There were 50-foot boaters and there were only 40 feet. Okay. And of course, there were smaller boats at 30 feet, but we had a pretty good boat. Beneteau 40.7, and we were named Phantom Mist, and we were really smoking hot, man. We led that race for, oh my God, for 3 days. But here's what I want to tell you. We went inshore and we got off of our course, and coming out, we hit rocks. Our keel hit rocks and the boat went boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, it scared the hell out of me. And thank God it was the keel, excuse me, not the hill, the keel and not the bow or the side of the boat. We would have been sunk. But it taught me a lesson. And what I'm laying out for you guys is a course to follow. So please don't reinvent the wheel. I've figured it out. I've mastered it. I want you to master it. All right. Let's look. If I didn't master it, look at these are just, I just took these off just, last few days. 599 people previewed my profile in the last 90 days. Okay. Yeah, I can get it up to 1,000, probably will, but that doesn't matter. 41 people are people that I know. So most of these people I didn't know. 4 viewers came from another network marketing company. 40 of them connected with me because I'm a consultant. Now, I want you to know that you see these little dots here that go week to week and they have these dots. When you click on these dots, it opens up the profiles of the people that viewed you. Oh my gosh. And in those profiles, you could read their summaries. You could read their curriculum vitae, man, or their resumes. I mean, it's so cool. You can learn everything about them. You can learn their interests, their connections, what they like, what they love, who they follow, the books they read. I mean, it just gives you so much insight. You see, the problem today is that people come along and they want to make all this money, but they don't want to give the time to learning about people and solving their problems. They just want to put it in their bank account. It doesn't happen that way, friends. You got to get into your clients and get into your followers and get into your downline. You want to learn about them and who they are and spend time with them. See, every person that's involved with me, I can tell you right now, I don't care if they've never sponsored a person or never connected with a person. If they're giving it the effort, they got my heart. I'm going to give them everything I got to help them to have a better way and a better life. That's who I am. And I want people to know that when I go to my grave. Hey, you know what? Gary cared about people. That's the most important thing to me. So all of this, yeah, I'm going to, turning it into millions of dollars, that's not hard. But understanding that you want people to respect you and to love you and care about you, that takes a lot of work. Okay. So Lincoln actually analyzes the data from your view. They actually do that for you. And they decide who you want to connect with. So you can decide who you want to connect with, not them. Okay. In the last 50 previews, people that viewed my previews actually are down from last week, by the way, 9%, but that's okay. I want you to know more about the people who want to connect with me. And here's how Lincoln provides the answer. Now look at this. When you click on the dots, they open up these profiles. Now here's 4 profiles that they opened up for me. Now I had conversations with Frank. I love the guy. He's a renegade marketing guy. When did I show you his profile? It's really cool. Oh my God, Winston, this guy for financial advice is one of the sharpest guys I've ever talked to out of Atlanta, Georgia. The guy is extremely hot. So here's 2 quality connections. Now, will we ever do anything together or not? Who knows? But are the possibilities better? Absolutely better, okay? So that's why we do this. Now look at this. Alex says, the lifeguard of network marketing. I love it. He got my attention right away. Look, he's standing on looks like I don't know if that's a Georgia golf course or if that's, the beach is just right over there, but it looks pretty cool to me. Okay. Rescues internet marketers. I love this, bro. And network marketers. he rescues internet marketers and network marketers. Okay, he captures both of them and helps you to build their businesses. Okay, so I love University of Hard Knocks. So the guy got my attention. I had a great conversation with him. We're going to connect later on. Now look at Winston Green here. Look at this. All of this was when I clicked on him. My God, look at his skills: small business, real estate, sales, entrepreneur, contract negotiation. Boy, it's just right there. So he's a partner financial strategist at Sovereignty Financial Group in Greater Atlanta, Georgia. What a great connection I had with Winston. He's got 2 kids. I mean, the guy's just a great dad and great family guy. He just, loves people and he cares about their financial well-being. So great guy to connect with. All right. So again, I love my connections. They're my friends. These people are my friends. All right. So let's read this. Let's follow this along so I don't lose you here. By clicking on their profiles, I immediately know their profession, the number of connections they have. Look over here. I also see this guy's if they're internet savvy or not. Because if they're not, maybe they need my help. If they are, maybe I want to connect with them to take them further. So I want to know what they're kind of like, how many connections they have tells me how active they are. All right. I can determine in a flash whether these are good connections for me or not. Do I want to spend time in conversation with them or do I not? What's the demographics? What's the geographics? What's the social graphics? All LinkedIn tells you all 3 of those elements in marketing. I've always been taught, aim small. So when you miss small, right? That's your target marketing. The bullseye's in the middle, you got a big target. What if I miss to the outside? Well, you know what? I'm catching somebody else in another profession, because the same principle I teach network marketers apply to every person that's a self-employed person or a professional. If they follow what I'm doing, oh my God, they can build their client base, build their customer base, build their downline. It doesn't matter. They can do it. So why the profile is so important? It connects you with your target audience. It's the GPS of your boat. Okay, it lets you know and other people know how to get there. That's all it is. Now here's 159 actions that were taken from the previous week. I added 97 connections. Gary, how did you do that in 30 minutes a day? Well, folks, you got to read my book, LinkedIn Connections. It's free on my blog site to figure that out. Okay, endorsed 30 people, shared 17 updates, posted 14 group topics. Wow, how did you do that in a week? Well, hey, it's all in my book. Okay. If I had to read it, you're going to have to read it. All right. In the next article, we'll be discussing the 5th way of connecting is through endorsements. Okay. Start connecting with people and they'll start connecting with you. Start with connecting with people that you have an affinity with and common interests. LinkedIn provides you with second-level connections, which is safe and a fast way to build it. Understand, in these teachings, we're not violating any LinkedIn etiquette whatsoever. LinkedIn has its etiquette. You got to follow it. Okay, LinkedIn will actually pop those people up right when you're connecting and put them on your screen, second level. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, sharing those 153 people that you may want to connect with. When's the last time somebody called you up and gave you 153 referrals or warm leads? Think about that. When's the last time you had somebody call you up and give you 153 warm leads? Oh my God. If people get this, man, we're going to have more 7-digit income earners that read my books and network marketing over any other coach in the history of network marketing. Okay, I promise you that's going to happen. Okay, where does he get all the time it takes to make all these connections? Well, you got to read my new little ebook. It's free. It's very short. I don't know what it is, 12, 15 pages. Very short. You can read it and you can get an idea how I do it. Okay, so my new ebook that's just been released, free to you. It's on my blog site. There it is. Write it down, 30minute-millionaire.com. To follow me on Google Hangouts, there's all you have to do when you get notified. I put you on my list. You join one of my circles, my friend circle, and you'll get notified every week when my coachings come about, okay? And if you want coaching and you want a session with me, I made it very affordable. I got off all my high-price coaching clients, and I made it for the guy with the least amount of experience and knowledge and who's maybe struggling a little bit financially could have this type of coaching. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. And again, I want you to have a better way and a better life, okay? All right, so let's stop sharing for a minute. I'm going to come back on and talk again. All right, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. And again, get that mini ebook, start reading it. You can go back to my blog site to catch up on this LinkedIn series here. All this is going to turn into a book that we're going to call LinkedIn Network Marketing Secrets. All right, they're going to be proven network strategies that are going to help you to become successful. But here's the best part. I'm going to show you a better way to a better life. You're going to sponsor more. You're going to build a bigger organization, and you're going to do it in less time than you've ever been taught before. That's my promise to you. A better way to a better life. God bless you. This is Coach Gary. See you next week.